Welcome back to Pace Immigration, paceimmigration.com, talking once again with Immigration Director Jim Metcalf. Jim, talking about PR cards or permanent resident cards. Changes took place quite a long time ago in terms of structure, but you've got some helpful hints to help people out now.
Well, the big problem is that citizenship and immigration is being a little bit more circumspect about the issuance of new PR cards. And it being the summertime, most people become permanent residents in Canada from May to September. And so you have to renew your card after 5 years if you don't become a citizen. And so as a result, the large number of people are applying for their permanent resident cards or PR cards in the summer months. People go away on holidays. Everything happens in the summer. As a result, applications are backlogged. Citizenship and immigration has become more circumspect about checking a person's resident status in Canada, and have they met the residency obligation of residing in Canada or physical presence in Canada for 730 days out of the last 5 years. That's only 2 out of 5 days on average that you have to be physically present in Canada. And so there's issues about when did you leave Canada. Some people have no record of when they left Canada. There is a record for most people when they come back into Canada, because every time you come into Canada, an immigration officer at a port of entry takes your card and puts it through a reader, which creates a record in a data bank in Ottawa.
Oh, okay.
But the data bank, unfortunately, is held not by the Citizenship and Immigration Department, but the Canada Border Services Agency.
And they don't talk, or what?
Information collected by CBSA is not readily open to citizenship and immigration. Similarly, tax records aren't. Also, we leave a paper trail all over the place in Canada, but because of the nature of our privacy laws, immigration information is collected and held by the Immigration Department. The RCMP can't access that information without a warrant or with a good reason. The same with CBSA. So then you have to start looking about, how else do I prove I've been in Canada? Well, in Ontario, everybody has an OHIP card and accesses healthcare, and that creates a paper trail. If you have drugs from a large chain of drugstores, I won't mention any names, but you can go and say, how often have I accessed your services through prescription drugs? Doctors keep records. Everybody keeps records. So sometimes it's quite a task to compile all the information that Citizenship and Immigration wants for proving that you have been residing in Canada. And I'm just warning people, if your card's expiring on the 1st of August, if you don't have an application in now, don't expect to get a new card until end of September, October. It's taking about 3 months to process an application, so don't wait to the last minute, please.
Right. And they're serious about the number of days. I mean, if you miss by 2 days of physical presence in Canada, you're in trouble.
You could have issues with the department. I don't think for 2 days, but I've seen applications where people have no history of residing in Canada and hope to maintain their status.
And
they can have although, let's put it this way, it has to be a determination made by an immigration officer, and there is an appeal process. Canada is eminently fair when it comes to losing resident status. If you can make a case that you had a good and valid reason to be outside of Canada for more than the 1,095 days allowed, you'll have your day in court. It'll cost you money. But then again, forearmed is forewarned, and I would strongly suggest that people keep accurate records of the days in and days out of Canada. If you fly, keep your airline tickets. If you've got hotel bills overseas, or if you've got activities in Canada, it's good to keep records. I always tell people, one one client, one of my favorite clients, still around. I said, every time you fly, throw a copy of your airline ticket in a shoebox. Every time you stay at a hotel in Toronto, throw it in the shoebox. Save everything.
Excellent. Excellent advice. That must be quite the shoebox by the time you're done. 5 years. If you're
Well, yes, for some people, they do a lot of traveling, but keep records. And unfortunately, that's what the government wants, and that's what the government gets from us.
Excellent. And you help people out with that? Putting
Yes,
all that together?
yes, we do. It's if you're near the line and you cannot confirm where you've been, I would suggest you seek professional assistance. If you're in Canada, we may tell you, come back and see us in 6 months, because then you will have your 730 days. It's nice to have a card, because the card gets you in and out of the country, or gets you into the country without any trouble. But if you have no reason to travel, you can bank your days for the future. And but you have to be able. I could tell you stories about people who
Oh, I know you can, Jim.
being absent for years and years and years and years and years, but came back into Canada. We said, come back. Do not leave the country for 2 years. Stay here. Keep your head down. Keep a low profile, but tell the truth at all times.
Excellent. He's the expert. You can contact him at Pace Law Firm at the number and the email address that you see on the screen. And Jim, will talk to you again next time. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.